gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Back in the day, back in the day.
Welcome to my video series, Back in the Day, where I tell BMX related stories from back in the day. Episode 5 takes place on the dead end street that I grew up on in the city of Carson. This episode involves another older dude named Crazy Jerry that lived in the house across the street from me with his dad and his younger brother Dennis. Crazy Jerry is probably the wildest out of all the older dudes that I've talked about on previous episodes, which, if you haven't seen, go check them out. I was a little kid and Crazy Jerry was in his late teens or early 20s and was constantly going in and out of jail. I knew he was crazy, but this story I'm about to tell will show you what level of crazy this dude was on.
You're crazy, man.
It was a Sunday, and the night before, my dad had taken us to Ascot to watch the AMA flat track TT motorcycle races. Man, I loved Ascot. This involves a more technical track and a jump. If you ever went to Ascot to watch this, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I was always pumped up after those races, so me, my brother, Chatterooski, and a few of our other friends marked off our dead-end street to mimic the TT track at Ascot. We had our ramp out there, and we're doing our thing with our BMX bikes. We even had a baseball card and our back wheel spokes attached to our BMX bike frame with a clothespin so that our BMX bikes sounded like motorcycles. That's some old school shit right there. During that time period, in the late 70s, early 80s, it was very common for the Carson sheriff to come flying down our block in their squad cars with the lights flashing and the sirens blaring. Like I said, the older guys on our block were wild and the cops were constantly coming after them.
Police, freeze!
Us younger guys were used to it and knew what to do when our ramp was in the street. If a cop car came jamming around the corner, Chatterooski would grab the plywood that we used for the ramp, and my brother and I would grab the 2 big rectangular wooden blocks that we had underneath it, and we would run to my yard with it all. Well, this day we could hear a cop car coming and getting close. So we looked at the end of the street, and sure enough, the cop car came sliding around the corner and started down our street. We all ran to the jump, grabbed our pieces, and ran back to my yard. We dropped everything, and the cop car stopped in front of my house. And the guy driving yelled my name. And I was thinking, what the hell? So we walked up to the car, bent down to look in, and were shocked that it was our neighbor, Crazy Jerry.
Oh, no way! Jerry!
He was driving the cop car and was like, what's up, guys? You want to ride? And we were like, no way! My dad came out of our front door and told Crazy Jerry, what the f*** are you doing? Get the hell out of here. Crazy Jerry just started laughing.
Danger is my business.
He did a 3-point turn and took off back up the street with the lights flashing and the siren blaring. All the neighbors came out of their houses and were like, is that Crazy Jerry? He made a right at the end of our street, and by that time, the ghetto bird was on him, as were some squad cars. I don't even have to tell you that he got caught and went back to jail. That isn't the only time the older guys stole a car, but it was the first time they stole a cop car. Later on, they raided his dad's house, and come to find out, Crazy Jerry was growing weed in the attic of his dad's house across the street from us. I don't remember all the details, but Crazy Jerry's dad and his little brother Dennis had to move out of that house. His younger brother Dennis used to hang with us, and it sucked the day that they moved out. The moral of the story? If a cop car comes jamming down your street, like they mean business, and your neighbor's driving, and asks you if you want to ride, don't get in, because if you do, he's going to jail, and you're going with him. Thanks for watching. I have more of these stories coming, so stay tuned. If you like this video, hit the like button and comment below if you had a Crazy Jerry in your neighborhood. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel and share it with your family and friends. Even if they're like Crazy Jerry, they'll probably just laugh. I'll see you on the next Back in the Day video story. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Hit the comments, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.